Alright, here we go. Atta girl, there you go. Ready? Set. Do we dare go that way? That's just too pretty not to go this way. Alright guys, welcome back. It's Mike with Ace Cafe Bikes, and tonight we're on a completely different animal. I alluded to this earlier last week. I think I did on Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday. Had this mysterious post on Instagram. Something new coming on Saturday. Well, Saturday came and I wasn't prepared. This bike was ready to go. I just had an extremely busy week last week, and I just didn't have a chance to get out and ride this. And it's something I really wanted to do. I got a couple of things to explain here. This last month has just been a whirlwind of, you know, I've had some success with Facebook, and I have had some losers with Facebook, but there's so many people right now that are trying to get rid of their bikes before winter, and I've got to restrain myself. I can't do it anymore. I'm done, because there's so many deals happening that you just feel like, oh, I missed it, or I can't let that one go. I've got too many in the garage. I got to get rid of them. But thankfully, I've had some extreme success this late in the season unloading them. You know, you get them and boom, 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 they're gone. So here's the story of this guy here. And I'm just going to be driving around my neighborhood. It's extremely windy today, and I just want to be able to have you guys hear this without having to also be riddled with the wind noise. Hopefully it's not bad even going this speed. Alright, so the V-Star. I've been looking for a bike for my brother-in-law John for a long time, because I'm actually building the GL500 for his wife, my sister, and she's convinced him. So this family is completely opposite of every other family. It's so fun. She's convinced him that if he gets a bike, well, when she gets her bike, he also needs to get a bike so that they can go ride together. What? When do you ever hear the wife saying, hey, you need to get a bike, you need to get a bike? Oh my gosh, it's so fun. Sorry honey, I'm not picking on you, I'm really not. But if you had a bike, we could go on rides together too. Alright, so anyway, John is a big guy. And I mean big, he's tall. He's a tall guy. And he's got arms like my legs. So he's a big guy. We got the V-Star, and immediately he thought, oh, that's too small. It's only a 650. That's too small. Well, he sat on it, felt comfortable, but it just, you could see it in his eye, trying to be polite, but it just wasn't his deal. I'm like, that's all right. And then since I really didn't ever get one clear direction, at least maybe I did, maybe I didn't, I don't know. I ended up selling it, and I texted him, hey buddy, either you're gonna be really, really pissed, or you're gonna be really, really happy because I sold the V-Star today. And then he's like, no problem. So then a couple of weeks go by, and I find this guy, and this is a similar story to almost everything that I found here in this last little bit. It's just in the way. Yeah, it ran well when I parked it. I don't know what you're going to get into, but it's in my way. Get it out of here. So I went and looked at it, made the guy an offer. It's a really nice bike. He already had it appropriately priced, so we didn't beat him up too bad, and now it's ours. It's a bit dirty because it sat outside. It's pretty funny how well it just, you know, a couple hours of just washing, getting all those nooks and crannies the best you can, how much things come back to life. You know, it's really kind of cool. But one thing about this bike, at least for John, is it's a 750. He still might think it's a little bit small, but it has got plenty of juice. I mean, oh, that's not a good representation. We'll do a good rip it when we're done with this little chat. But she's got lots of power. I mean, plenty. And the fun thing is, it's so light and easy to maneuver. And he knows how to ride a motorcycle. He knows the basics. I mean, he's not dumb. He just hasn't done it for a long time, and he wants to get back into it, but he wants to do it comfortably. You know, so he's smart about this. Even though he wants that big, raw power, give me all the juice, I want to rock. You know, yeah, but before you rock, dude, you gotta learn how to play, right? And this is the perfect bike to learn how to play on. I mean, if you think about it, there's a lot of stuff going on when you're riding a motorcycle. You got stuff going on with your feet, you got stuff going on with your hands, you always got stuff going on in front of your face. I mean, it's just a lot going on. And until you get comfortable with that, you don't have to worry about ripping the wrist a little bit too hard. I'm going to try to go down this road. Hopefully, the wind's coming from behind me, so hopefully it won't be too bad. But back to the guy that we bought this from. We're going to cut to some footage here, and as we watch this, I'm going to talk over myself talking just a tiny bit. And this guy's name is Bill, and one of the great things about, or at least what I like, I really enjoy people. I mean, I like to interact with them. I like to hear their stories, because everybody has got a story. All you got to do is ask a couple of questions to trigger that story to come out and listen. I mean, how hard is that? You know, especially with old people, they're dying to tell their stories. You know, they just want to, you know, look at how smooth this thing is. I mean, this is perfect. These things need to get tightened up. So don't think that's the wobble. It's not wobbling. It's nice and smooth. But Bill, the main reason why he wanted to get this gone is because it's in his way. He's got a really smallish garage, and in that garage he's got a Model A that he's doing. You know, he's more into cars than he is into bikes. He's like, get it gone. So, I mean, we're the perfect avenue. Picked it up, cleaned it up, had it for a week. Now it's out of my garage and into someone else's garage, and this is great, you know. But yeah, let's take a look at Bill's Model A, what he's got going on. And when we come back from that, I'll remind you of one thing he said if you didn't catch it. Here you go. Take it away, Bill. Well, tell us about this project you got over here.
It's a 1929 Model A Roadster. It wasn't originally a Roadster. It was a, I don't know what they call them, but anyway, I got it for a project, and I guess I'm just kind of finishing up for the guy who started it. It runs. It's I'm going to make a very correct hot rod out of it. I've got 51 Pontiac tail lights for it. I got old bullet headlights for it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to get a Studebaker. I'm looking for Studebaker turn signals for the front.
Nice.
You know, the rocket ship.
Uh-huh.
They're made like a rocket ship.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. You got great big round headlights in the front then too.
The top, I was looking for a top for it. Well, some guy had a 96 Saab top for sale.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, geez, that looks like it'd be pretty close to fit it, and it did. I mean, it does. So I'm in the process of doing that. But I rebuilt it all up from the frame up. I rebuilt it.
That looks super.
The driver's door had 51 bullet holes in it when I had it.
No way.
This one had 2, but one of them had went through from the driver's door. But then I put new skins on both doors.
That's awesome. Yeah, this is where you were when I walked in on you. You're
Yep.
crawled in there.
Yeah, I chopped it down 3 inches. I lowered this here 3 inches because of the rust on the bottom. I just cut it out instead of putting and it makes it look lower.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll end up putting some lowering springs on it.
It's really cool, Bill. So, did you catch it? 51 bullet holes in the driver's side door. When they told me that, I'm like, whoa, was this Bonnie and Clyde's car? He's like, oh, no. I think they had this in the woods somewhere and they just shot at it. Oh, that's funnier than crap. But yeah, that guy's a character. Oh, Bill. Hope you watch this, Bill. And if you watch this, Bill, leave a comment down there. Give us some more of those details about that Model A. That's fantastic. Great job. Love it. All right, so back to the bike. I got one thing that I'm going to need some assistance with. Now, I'm going to cut to some other footage of this running cold. Has got a really annoying, more than anything, tick when it's cold. Once it gets warmed up, it's completely gone, and it just runs absolutely beautifully. But when you start this up cold, it's got this click tick tick click 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 tick 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 click 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 click. And what I've equated that to is it's got automatic cam tensioner that probably is failing at some point. Listening for the click. Oh my God, this wind. I'm gonna turn around because this is important because I'm trying to get some help. Here we go. Look at this. What do you think of that? Slow. All right, we'll go slow. All right, so automatic cam tensioner. In his video, he made it perfectly clear that, yep, this is how it works. You unscrew the bolt and it's going to snap back. Here's the click. Okay. He also went through the other method of doing it's got two mount bolts and it's got a top bolt. The top bolt is a slide, the two mount bolts obviously mount it. So you can also, and then do the sides, kind of pry a little screwdriver in there and push it back. It'll also do the click. Okay, once you hear the click, tighten everything back down, presto, done. But make sure, he said this like 12 times, make sure that you have that cylinder top dead center. Then he goes through the steps on how to make sure that it's in top dead center. But this is on a four-wheeler, okay? So I haven't found a video or an explanation. I found a manual for this bike, but no mention, of course, of the cam tensioner. But, so that's my question to you guys as we do another loop around how, if anyone knows, a 1999 Kawasaki 750 automatic cam tensioner, without replacing it into a manual cam tensioner, how to repair that tick. Because I think there's nothing wrong with this bike except for that. And I don't want that to be the end of this bike. I mean, I think it's just, you know, cold. When the oil gets warmed up, it goes away. I mean, it's beautiful bike. It's super fun. Alright, we're going to wrap this up, guys. If you know how or know what's wrong with that, please let me know. Leave in the comments below. Reach out to me. I got an email. I'll leave in the description. We're going to come down this guy's driveway. We're going to head back away from the wind and just let this thing rip. And John, you're going to love this bike. We might have to double dude it once just so you can feel the power. I don't know. Double dude. Here we go. Line her up and there's all the gears. What did we get? 85? I wasn't watching. Plenty of juice, buddy. You're gonna love it. With that, guys, have a great week. We'll see you next week. This is Mike with Ace Cafe Bikes. Please consider subscribing. Leave a comment. Leave a like. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. We go.